Life must be in a bubble. What would that feel like? There is everything in the bubble. 2-color 12-watt LED light. The wind chime is made of high-grade jadeite. Black and white TV in bed. Listen to fairy tales to go to bed. Someone else will make your hair in the morning. This carefree life. How long can you stay inside? Our male lead Jimmy. At the moment he was born. Unfortunately, he has a strange disease called immunodeficiency. Simply, he is unable to be exposed to air, because a little bacteria in the air can also cause Jimmy to lose his life. Until the age of 4. He has just been transferred from the hospital to home. The devoted mother is protecting Jimmy. A ball flies past. His mother hurriedly catches it. Then give it back to the kids. Just arrived at home. The mom rushes to cook some delicious food for Jimmy. Just like that, under the care of mother, Jimmy slowly grows up in a bubble. The naughty kids often laugh at Jimmy. There are times when they throw stones at the window. The results are also very obvious. Mommy sprays the kids with a hose. The 3 children are wet. To get rid of boredom, the father even buys Jimmy a bicycle. But he doesn't know how to teach him. Every meal must be put into the bubble. It is still necessary to use gas injection to eradicate bacteria, so Jimmy can safely eat his meal. The days go by. Jimmy grows up as an adult. Jimmy has lived in a bubble for 16 years. Besides being immersed in his own world, to play freely, he has another hobby. It is to use a wiper to wipe windows. Oh, that's not it. He is looking at Chloe washing the car. At the same time, Chloe notices him. That day, she goes to Jimmy's house. She is attracted to a large pipeline, piping to every place in the house, so Jimmy can move freely. Because it was the first time talking to a girl, Jimmy's very nervous. His mouth starts to stutter. Chloe is bewildered, but the cuteness and innocence of his still won Chloe's heart. After Chloe goes home, his mother disinfects the bubble, but now Jimmy's heart is flying with Chloe. The following days, Chloe will come to the house to play with Jimmy when she has free time. As time passes, their relationship is getting closer, but there is always a bubble between them. Chloe wants to go inside with him, but she gets rejected by Jimmy. It is too dangerous, because he can't give Chloe things that she wants. So Chloe leaves Jimmy. This makes Jimmy very sad. He is just sinking in a foam bubbles all day. He doesn't want to eat. One day, Chloe suddenly appears, but unfortunately she brings bad news. Her new boyfriend proposes to her. She asks Jimmy if she should say yes or not. Although Jimmy's heart always has Chloe, but still doing against his heart and blessing for her. Red-eyed Chloe leaves, but before leaving she leaves a gift. It is a sphere of glass. Inside there is a couple. There are 3 words, I love you. This makes Jimmy awake. He decides to design a new bubble to hold his love. For love, Jimmy starts to design a new bubble. He gets into the bubble, gradually filling it with air. Then he tears his bubble house, then goes out. Unexpectedly at first is unfavorable. Carelessly, missing footsteps, so he rolls straight down. Luckily the quality of the bubble is good, so the gas is not leaked. But when he opens the door, he has the first difficulty, because the bubble is too wide, so he gets stuck. Jimmy is mad and tries to push it. He falls down on the ground. For 16 years, this is Jimmy's first time out of the house. He's extremely curious about everything outside. He even talks with the pole. Next is running on the road. Excitedly, the power of love is too great. It can make Jimmy bravely leave the house. He buys a ticket, wants to go find Chloe, but the ticket salesman tells him to go play with the sand. Jimmy has no choice but to walk to find Chloe. But when he goes, luckily, Jimmy's bubble is the real thing, real price, so there is no problem. Some people in the car agrees to let Jimmy go with. Then he meets a kind man. After listening to his story, he understands, because he is like Jimmy, desiring for a passionate love, so he takes him with him. In the city, Jimmy meets a stubborn old man. After hearing Jimmy's story, he must take him anyway. Jimmy has no choice but obey him. This road, the old man drives for 10 hours. He drives until he dies. A rush break makes Jimmy fly out. Finally, an old woman take her aircraft to take him away, flying over a big river, passing a tens of meters high waterfall. He finally arrives. Before the ceremony, in front of Chloe, Jimmy bravely gets out of the bubble. Chloe is moved, bursts into tears. Jimmy suddenly discovers he has recovered from his disease. It is true to say the power of love can actually win over everything. The 2 of them live happily ever after.
911, what's your emergency?